congratulate our graduates. Now, while I realize that the only thing standing between you and the door is me, and there's a lot of you and one of me, I would be remiss in my duties if I did not just take a couple of minutes to share some thoughts with you as we send you on your way, and I do promise to be brief. You've heard several people say today that Tucker High School is a very special place, and you often hear us talk about our diversity, but I wonder if any of us have really stopped for just a minute to think about what we have. We have about 61 nationalities on campus. We have students that were born in India, Pakistan, Nepal, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, South Korea, China, Thailand, Cameroon, Egypt, Afghanistan, Mexico, Colombia, Honduras, El Salvador, and many other places, but it would take too long to name them all. They speak English, Spanish, French, Farsi, Arabic, Vietnamese, Urdu, Hindi, Bengali, Tamil, and a few dozen others. They practice a variety of faiths, including Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, Sikhism, Jainism, Zoroastrianism, Taoism, and many others. I think you get the point that our school, when we talk about diversity, is a little different than when other schools talk about diversity. And yet, with all these things that make us different, that would divide us, that would label us into categories, we find strength and unity in our diversity. We find joy in celebrating our differences and learning from each other's native cultures. We look to our diversity not as a hindrance to understanding, but as an opportunity for learning. We go to each other's festivals, we eat each other's food, we listen to tales of each other's traditions, and we do this in a world where differences are highlighted and used to divide and isolate. We live in a world of contrasts and conflict. We live in a world that has divided itself along racial, ethnic, and religious, cultural, social, and political lines. We live in a world that often sees the application of violence and persecution as a means to an end. We live in a world where grudges dating back 1,000 years are a strong motivation to turn on one's neighbor and friend. We live in a very challenging world. And yet, in this challenging world, are the Tucker Tigers. A group